to talk about when healthy habits start working against you. And our expert is Neelofer Basaria, and she is a health and wellness coach. You can follow her on Instagram, Dr. Basaria, and of course, her Facebook group as well, Root Cause Healing for Women. How are you, my friend?
I am doing well. How are you, Ayesha? You look refreshed after your vacation. Yes,
Got some good
enjoying it.
sun, and every time I reach for that ice cream, and let me tell you, I did indulge in lots of ice cream. My kids will be like, "We'll tell Nilofer." I said, "You can tell her, I'll tell her myself. I'm going to confess to her on Monday."
Let's talk about that some.
All right. So, why doing everything right may still leave you tired, hungry, frustrated, and struggling with your weight? I think ये मेरे लिए टॉपिक किया है.
I thought about you.
All right. So there's so many of us, and really and truly, people, you know all this information. We know it now. It's been drilled into us. Everybody knows it. But we find that we're even engaging in a lot of it, right? But you're stuck, as you call it. You're
Mhm.
just stuck. So when does eating less stop healing, stop helping with weight loss, and start working against you? Let's start off first with that question. So,
Excellent question.
because people find that if we eat less, oh, we should lose weight, but it doesn't happen.
Right. And in the beginning, when you're trying to lose weight, intuitively you think that, if I take less calories, if I eat less, then of course I will lose weight, right? And a lot of people go on to losing weight by starving themselves.
Yes, what
So,
we call phase zero.
yes. So you're starving yourself. You're like thinking in the morning, should I have breakfast or let's just completely skip it? And then during the day, you're just nibbling here or there, or you're like staying away from food because you're like, okay, I want to lose weight. And by the evening, what happens is either you give in because now your body is just screaming for food, or you power through because, oh, this wedding is coming and I have to be ready. And then a lot of people lose a lot of weight within a period of a month or two by eating less or starving themselves.
Hmm.
What are we doing by doing this? We are teaching our body to survive on less and less and less
Mhm.
rather than creating a healthy metabolism for our body that it can live with while eating regularly and normally.
Mhm.
Right?
Okay.
So teaching this to your body is going to backfire you because how long are you going to starve and eat less? And the moment you will go back to food, your body will not know how to handle it, and then all of that will get stored, and then that's how people end up gaining weight
Mhm.
and more than what they've lost, right? So eating less is not the right strategy. I would say rather than asking yourself, how can I eat less? Ask yourself, what can feed me well? What should be a part of my meal?
Mhm.
Which is healthy, which is better, and which will also help me lose weight. So build your plate around vegetables, fibers, as I always say, proteins, good fats, and that's going to serve you in the long term to lose weight, have a healthy metabolism, feel healthy, and not overly like you're storing so much on yourself that you don't feel like you're in your body.
So, when people who starve themselves, what are they actually doing to their metabolism in the long run?
In the long run, they are teaching their body to kind of just survive on less nutrients. So now the body is sort of adapting to get by with less.
Mhm.
But that's not going to last because eventually you're going to feel such a lack of energy, or you will not feel that your internal organs are thriving,
Mhm.
right? But you have created this habit of get by or survive. So now you're not creating a healthy metabolism. it may start getting slower too, right?
Mm.
And so rather than going that route and then come back with a lot more weight, just begin with the right approach, is what I'll say.
Got it. We have often heard about intermittent fasting as well, that it's very healthy. So, does that mean everybody should be doing it?
Yeah, a lot of people use intermittent fasting as a tool and as a way to lose weight, right? And again, that's where the purpose of it, we lose it if we do intermittent fasting to lose weight. It's a very good tool for health, all right? And what social media and then just the buzz about it, what it does, it just shows us that it is sort of a prescription for everybody rather than it's just a tool,
Okay.
in your toolbox. So no, intermittent fasting is not good for everyone, especially for children and adolescents. They have different energy needs, so not for them. Pregnant women, breastfeeding women, no, not for them. People who have eating disorders, it's very difficult for them to like have this feeding fasting window because and the feeding window, they have eating disorders. So no, not for them. People who are diabetic and who have blood sugar fluctuations and they need to be monitored, they have to, when they are using fasting, they have to be with their health coach or their healthcare provider to kind of closely monitor it. There are some people who have some genetic predisposition and conditions which does not favor fasting. So this should not be given as okay, this is for everybody.
Okay.
People who have, sometimes you don't know what conditions you have or what genetic predisposition you have. I always say to people, just monitor yourself and see how you are doing with fasting, and especially if it longer fast you. If you feel like you cannot go to the next moment, you really have to break your fast. You cannot just do intermittent fasting blindly, thinking that, oh, it is marvelous and it has amazing effects, and so it'll serve you. For a lot of people, their lifestyle does not favor it. So say, for instance, if I have a friend, she skips breakfast and she eats every day at noon, and say if I am waking up at 4 or 5 and my work starts then, it may not work for my schedule or my routine. So
Absolutely.
it is not something that is like, one size fits all, or if it worked for a friend, it will work for me. You really have to see your lifestyle.
Yeah.
Maybe some people have like family meals around 6:30. So asking them to stop at 4 will not work for them. Right. So this is not, it's a tool. It can be used in a productive way when you use it right with supervision where you need it, and adjusting it according to your lifestyle.
Absolutely. Because I've seen, for example, I have my show in the morning, and if I am skipping breakfast, I am so low energy that day.
Yeah. So it may not work for your
Yeah.
lifestyle on that day, or maybe during that season
Yeah.
when you're doing some of those things. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. How about exercise? When does exercise become unhealthy, even when we know exercise is good for us?
Yeah, such a good question. Aisha, you have excellent questions that you come up with. So,
Okay.
now these are questions that people generally ask, right?
Yeah,
So that's why
yeah.
we bring it to this show too, so that people can get information about these things. So yes, exercise is an excellent thing, but remember, when you use exercise as punishment, so I ate a lot of food, and oh my God, now I have to go to the gym. Now I am in the gym for 2 hours because either I'm feeling guilty or exercise is my way to come out of that guilt, or I always use exercise as punishment because, hey, I ate this, now go for workout.
Go work out.
So then you are actually, your exercise is creating a lot of stress for you when you're obsessed with the number and you're constantly using it as a way to overcome whatever wrong you've done to take care of that. So then people don't realize that they're going nonstop for like hour and a half, 2 hours. They're just constantly, because they have that goal in their mind, they're not realizing they're creating so much stress that I have literally, when people come to me to help them lose weight, I have some people who've done extensive exercises without thinking. I had to curtail their exercise for them to lose weight,
Really?
Yeah,
Wow.
because that exercise is creating a lot of stress in their body. So
Mm.
this is when, a lot of times when you use exercise as a healthy way to kind of move your body, move your energy,
Mhm.
give you strength, build muscle, that is
Mm.
all different than when you use it as punishment or coming out of your guilt
Yeah,
and
and this
creating a lot of
is
stress.
so many of us do this that, oh, we had that cookie or we had that ice cream. Now we have to go to the gym. So, really, the gym becomes a place of punishment for us rather than
Yeah.
therapy
Mm-hmm.
almost.
Yeah. True.
All right. How about when does healthy eating turn into fear of food? And this is so common. Ke, oh, अगर मैं ये खा लूँगी या खा लूँगा, I am just going to put on weight, so I'm not just going to eat,
Correct. Correct. So,
right?
such a common thing, no?
Yes.
Yeah. So, and especially when the information out there is telling you, oh, if you eat carbs, you're going to put on weight,
Mm-hmm.
or you should stay away from carbs, or fruits have a lot of sugar. So, hey, a lot of times women ask me, can I eat fruit while I'm losing weight? Like, are you sure in your plan we can eat fruit?
Mm-hmm.
Because people are just so fearful of that.
Yeah.
Or white rice is going to instantly spike my glucose
Yeah.
and my insulin. So should I eat white
Mm-hmm.
rice,
Mm-hmm.
right? Or should I? There's information, mixed information on have breakfast or completely skip it,
Mm.
right? So some people are like, okay, I should not be eating breakfast
Mm-hmm.
or snacks. Should I eat it? Should I not eat it? Or some people come and tell me that, oh, I should be eating because I've heard that I should be eating 6 small meals.
Yeah.
So there's so much misinformation, or there's so much information out there now. How can you make sense of it for yourself? Because you've been
Exactly.
hearing all of this,
Yeah.
right? So what I tell people is go back to yourself and see how you're feeling. When you have certain food, just ask yourself, how am I feeling after eating this food?
Mm-hmm.
What am I having this food with? So are you having is your plate built well? That's
Mm.
it.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I going to feel satiated with this food?
Mm-hmm.
And can this meal be enough for me to then move forward to my next meal whenever I plan to have it in 4 hours? Will it satiate me until then?
Mm-hmm.
That's important. If you feel like your portions are fine,
Yeah.
the food that is on your plate is from different, it's giving you all the nutrients.
Mm-hmm.
So, carbs, you don't have to worry and obsess with carbs. You just have to portion it well and add it with protein and good fats. And if you're doing that, and if you feel like that this meal will satiate me, first satisfy me, and then it will keep me going until my next meal,
Mm.
then that's it. You don't
Mm-hmm.
have to fear food. You just have to ask these right questions yourself. And don't
So
worry about
easy.
all the fluff and information that's out there.
Yeah.
Go to your body. How do
Mm.
I feel on this food?
Go to the basics that worked for you.
Yes. Yes. So you don't have to fear from white rice. You can have it, but your body will give you information if you have tons of white rice together. You will feel lazy, lethargic. You will not feel well. So
Mm.
that's what I'm saying. Ask questions to yourself that how do I feel after eating this?
Mm-hmm.
Do I feel bloated? Do I feel like that I'm in a slump?
Mm.
Your body is giving you information. Seek that.
Yeah. We were just not attuned to it,
Exactly.
right? Okay.
That's
What if you're eating healthy foods, but your meals are not working for you?
Yeah, that's a very good question, Aisha. So a lot of people come and they tell me, see, I am eating healthy, but I'm still not losing weight, or I don't feel good. Okay. So let's take an example. For instance, If somebody comes and tells me, okay, I'm eating in the morning oatmeal,
Mm-hmm.
okay, oatmeal with banana and some honey,
Mm.
so healthy. Why it's not working for me?
Mm-hmm.
This is a good meal,
Yeah.
but now let's see, where is your source of protein here, right?
Mm.
So you have to build it properly. It's
Yeah.
not that that meal is not healthy. Maybe you did not finish building it
Okay.
properly.
Okay.
Okay. So now, like adding some Greek yogurt, right?
Mm.
Adding chia seeds or flax seeds, or adding some walnuts
Mm.
and almonds to it,
Mm-hmm.
or some blueberries. You see, you added a lot of fiber, you added good fat, you added protein. Now, this meal will work for you and it'll keep you satiated until the next
Mm-hmm.
time when you want to eat.
Yeah, that
If you eat
balance.
just that oatmeal with banana, it seems very healthy, but you will see after an hour or 2 hours, you're hungry.
Mm-hmm.
You're hungry and you're
Yeah.
going back to some snack, something here, something there, right? So think, just like I asked you before the question, right? Is it going to keep me satiated?
Mm-hmm.
What am I having this with? What are the portions? Those will help you.
Mm. And keeping that balanced plate is what is extremely, extremely
Exactly,
important.
exactly. And a lot of fiber comes from fruits, vegetables, and your legumes.
Mm.
So that's going to keep you satiated. Your good fats will keep you satiated. Your protein will keep you satiated.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can have carbs.
Yeah.
But then you will see that automatically the balance and the portion will change.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. The biggest source of stress is stepping on that scale, right? And just trying to balance your meals, and you find that it's the weight is going up, and you're trying so hard to be healthy, but it's really become a big source of stress in your life.
Yeah, yeah. For a lot of people, right?
Yes.
It's like constantly you are thinking about that number or see. So what happens when you wake up?
Mm-hmm.
And we have so many gadgets too, right? Like you wake up and you're like, okay, what is my sleep score? You get on the scale. What is my weight right now? Right? Some
Mm.
people monitor their blood
Blood sugar.
glucose,
Yeah.
right? And then they're like, okay, what's my number there? A lot of people then track their steps. We
Mm.
track our water intake.
Yeah.
We track, a lot of people track calories. I'm not a big fan of that, but people do, right? So, all these gadgets, everything, this is so much information.
Mm.
And if we let all this information give us a judgment on ourselves,
Mm-hmm.
that I am good or I'm bad, I
Messed up.
messed up, I always do this, right? So now if it becomes a judgment, then some awareness,
Mm.
that is where the balance dips, right? So we have to make sure that we are not, if your wellness routine has a lot of judgment and anxiety and perfectionism, then I really need to look beyond what is on your plate. We
Mm.
really have to work with your mental and emotional health, where everything becomes, okay, this has to be perfect. This creates fear. So if things are just constantly, the meal is creating fear for you, it's very important that you look into your mental emotional health, because, and this is the cusp where we cannot separate physical health from mental emotional. It's very important that, and this is just so natural, it's just very sneaky, it's very sneaky, so it just slides in, right? Like we start judging ourselves that I did not do good, or this happened or that happened, or I've been constantly doing this. So it is very important that we look at, when we get onto that scale, say, just get onto the scale to collect information, not judgment. Information. So, okay, what did I eat last night? What did I do? Was my meal a bit salty? Did I eat late? Or have I been, I'm constipated, or what has been going on last 2, 3 days? See? So you can see a pattern.
Mm-hmm.
Or have I been sleeping? how's my stress? Or you can see, okay, what is happening last couple of weeks? Maybe I'm having food outside a lot.
Mm.
Or maybe those evening snacks have just crept in slightly. So you can look at the patterns. When you go to these gadgets for collecting information and awareness, then that's all good.
Yeah.
But when that turns into a judgment, so don't let the number
Mm.
create that feeling of being good or bad for you.
Mhm.
Let that number guide you to kind of maneuver, to change, to get some feedback, to kind of look at some patterns, to kind of analyze, see, okay, what's going on, where I can reverse, what can I do? Is this around my menstrual cycle? Okay, then no problem. Like,
Mm.
you see, when you see from the eye of, okay, I want to learn, I want to collect information, I want to get some feedback, that is all good. When
Yeah.
it turns into a judgment, then you create a lot of stress. And then what happens?
Nothing.
Nothing. In fact, I have like literally people who told me that on fasting, on doing the right thing, they have gained weight.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because what is that stress doing? Because the body is so stressed, because one is obsessed with the number and guilt and judgment, that body senses stress and it holds on to whatever you're eating. So even if you're eating completely right, the body is not using it. It's holding on to it because it is in that survival mode. So I hope this helps. When
Alrighty.
you're hearing from my mouth again.
Okay then. So people do really well Monday through Friday. They are like, we are doing the right things, we're eating the right things, and then comes the weekend and the desi dawate or the family get-togethers with dinner outside, and there you go. Everything goes falling apart, right?
Yeah.
How do you manage that? How do you manage your meals when you are eating out? Because you will eat more. So then help us out here.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. A lot of people do this, that they start on Monday and then today I'm going to start again. So Monday is that day.
Which is the first thing I told her.
Monday is the day, right? And then you come Thursday, you're like so like strict and
Yeah.
you're like, oh, I
Mm.
did it. And then Friday and Friday night dinner, and then you're invited, and then comes Saturday, and then you're like, okay, that brunch, and then by Sunday you're again in that cycle of, okay, I'll start tomorrow again,
Mm.
right? That is what happens. So very important, Aisha, if we feel like the first 5 days are sort of punishment,
Mm-hmm.
then your body will try to go to the freedom. If the first 5 days are treated as restriction, punishment. So this is very important to
Mm-hmm.
remember.
Mm.
So first of all, don't treat those first 5 days. This is for your health, right? So that should be a part of lifestyle and routine.
Yeah.
If your body is constantly trying to get a vacation from your healthy lifestyle is not as healthy.
Mm.
If you're constantly feeling like every weekend you feel like, oh, okay, I have to relax a little bit. Okay, first of all. Secondly, when you are invited for that dinner or, that brunch or whatever, you don't have to take that as, okay, and then start saying to yourself the whole weekend, okay, I'm going to start again on Monday.
Mm.
That is just one meal.
Right.
It's just one meal. So where are your anchors of healthy eating? Like, remember your
The
plate,
plate.
yeah. So even if you're at the restaurant, what are you eating, right? But at the same time, can you keep some structure? If you're invited at a couple of places during the weekend, you can have like your structure at your breakfast
Mm.
and really have it healthy. You can have your habit of walking after meals.
Yeah.
You can keep it intact,
Absolutely.
right? You can, take, if there's one night that is late, you can see if I can turn in the other night quickly. Like those things should continue to go on the weekends.
Mm-hmm.
So the weekends should not feel like this is a different species and that 5 days are different. If that is the case, then you really need to look at it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And one meal at the restaurant should not be a constant statement in your head that, oh, I'm going to start again. Because then what you're saying is, okay, let get this slip in, then this, then this. So
Mm-hmm.
the whole Friday and Saturday and Sunday turned into like one big lump where you're like, and now am I starting? So
Mm.
now am I like, yeah. And sometimes people get tired and they're like, I don't want to start on Monday because they're just
Mm.
tired of this routine.
Yeah.
So just be very careful. See if this is happening. That means your healthy routine. Either you have too much restrictions during the weekday and that cannot survive, and now your body is just asking for freedom.
Mm-hmm.
If there's too much punishment, reduce that. Like get that to the normal so that your weekend doesn't feel like, oh, now I have to survive from that punishment. Very
Such a
important.
different way of looking at your lifestyle, and I think also being self-forgiving. We
Yes,
tend to be so hard on ourselves, and that creates so much stress.
exactly.
And then, like you're saying, we don't lose weight if we are stressed,
Mm-hmm.
right? We hang
Yeah,
on to it. That's
yeah.
the survival instinct of the body. ये समझना बहुत 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 ज़रूरी है. All right, we are happy to take your questions. 972-501-9390 is that number. Why is it that some people just look the same year after year after year, and there's some who just look like their weight is just up and down like a yo-yo?
Yeah, so it depends on your lifestyle, right? If they are constantly, if somebody is in a yo yo, they are stressing themselves too much for a season and they're laxing themselves too much for a season. And so when
Mm.
they lax, they're like, okay, here I go. And then, there's another wedding or another milestone coming up. Let me just get ready for that.
Mm-hmm.
So it is so much lifestyle. When you are, that's why losing weight, if you lose weight with hacks and some tricks and techniques, then you will be in a yo-yo. But when you create a lifestyle that we are talking about, Aisha, that
Mm-hmm.
we just talked about, weekends are no different than weekdays. It's a healthy lifestyle. Of
Yeah.
course you're going to have a meal or two during the weekend, but that does not mean that you're like, okay, I'm sliding off and I'm gone.
Mm.
What are your anchors during the weekends? Same are those are the same anchors during the weekdays,
Yeah.
right? With respect to your movement and your sleep and your water intake and your like structure around what is going to be on my plate, or even yeah, restaurant food, and then you are going to relax and have some dessert that you didn't have on a regular day, but which is okay if you don't let it feel like, okay, now I'm gone, the
Mm.
one piece of dessert and I'm gone.
It's
So
okay.
those people who don't create stress around it, they are in the regular healthy lifestyle, they stay stable mostly. Whereas the people who are in the yo-yo, up and down, they are using hacks and tricks and techniques, and they are in the mindset of this is the season to lose weight, this is
Mm-hmm.
the season to gain weight.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
They're in that.
I see.
So everything starts here
Yeah,
in your mind.
absolutely. Absolutely. How do you know that your health plan is working if the scale isn't working?
Yes, a lot of people who come to me and they're so first obsessed with with number,
Mm-hmm.
and I tell them losing weight is not a problem, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you will lose weight if you do the right things. But sometimes when the scale is not moving, you still see that your energy is better, your bloating is better, your constipation is better, your waist size has changed, your clothes are fitting better, your energy is at a different level, your brain fog is gone. These are all the measurements that scale is not showing you.
Mm.
So a lot of times scale or that number will just show you or give you information about the weight. It may not tell you how your life is moving, how different drivers of lifestyle and that keeps you healthy are there
Mm-hmm.
intact. So I would say don't be obsessed so much with number is important, it'll come, but as you are feeling better, that is giving you enough information that you're going in the right direction, and keep going there. So don't get discouraged if you don't see For a week, you didn't see any change in number.
Mm-hmm.
How are you feeling?
Right.
What is your body telling you? That is important.
Mm-hmm.
And are you feeling better? You're feeling healthier? Count that, because the scale will not show you that, but you have to see it.
Mm, interesting. So many subtle things that I think it's about keeping in tune with your body, like you just said earlier in the show, that, what are the signs that your body is telling you, and being in tune with that.
Exactly.
Your body talks to you. With so much conflicting health advice, how do you figure out what actually works for your body?
Yeah, such an important question, right? Um, you have to, instead of going to, like I said before, going to all the fluff, all the information galore that's out there, too much noise also. Just look at your own patterns.
Mm.
Am I sleeping properly?
Mm-hmm.
Am I having, these days, because of work, family, am I having too much of stress? And how do I feel when I give up on my sleep? When I have too much stress and it's going on for some time, like, yeah, a day or two here and there, it's okay. There's some time, there is rush time at work. But if that rush time is not ending and it's been 2 weeks, 3 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
look at that pattern. And what is happening to my body in that? How do I feel? What is happening to my emotions, my mind? And so that is your body giving you information. But if you're just in the rut of go, 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 and you don't stop and reflect, then definitely it will show up in your blood report. It will show up on your scale. Body has a way to
Yeah,
speak, and
absolutely.
it will do that. What happens when I continually skip meals? How do
Mm.
I feel?
Mm-hmm.
Or what happens when I go for workout or I don't go for workout? Just look at those things. What is happening with my cravings these days? Cravings are a very good way, an indication for telling us I'm too stressed, I'm not sleeping, I'm not taking enough time for myself,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Where is my hydration? um, if I'm
Right
during the
there.
day, if I'm eating a
Thaw
lot,
water.
yes, I'm eating just this and that,
Mm.
am I hydrating myself?
Mm-hmm.
Because normally hydration should suffice. It can, if I had good meal and then this is when I have to have the next meal, during that,
What are you
all it
doing?
is I'm thirsty,
Yeah.
right? So what I will say to you is, very important that look at look at what is going on in my life,
Mm.
in my body, rather than, okay, social media is telling me this, eat that, do this, use this hack. First reflect on what is going on with me and how I am moving from day to day to day. So that's why when people come to me, it becomes just so personal, Aisha, because one person needs structure. One person is dealing with menopause. Another person is dealing with this restriction and feeding cycle. Another person is in the perfectionism cycle and fear and anxiety that has been created, right? So everybody has something that's going on in their circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
So, what I do is, usually this is how I work with people, and this is what I will tell you. If you're working with yourself, see what is going on with you. Your body is, you don't have to completely change entirely your food and, you know, unless you're completely not eating right and you're not exercising and you're not sleeping. I mean, you're way on the extreme.
Mm.
If you are generally fine, but you see certain trends, your body is trying to tell you, hey, I need your attention.
Yeah.
Listen to me. This is what's going on. And over time, if you don't listen, then within 3 to 4 months, your numbers will change.
Yes.
Your blood report will show that. Your scale will show that. Because, like I said, body has its way of speaking, and this is how it speaks, and it's trying to get our attention.
Yeah.
So don't worry about everything fluff that's out there. Go to your body.
Excellent, excellent advice. And that is Neelofer Basaria, a health and wellness coach. You can check out her Instagram handle at Dr. Basaria. You can also check out her website, drbasaria.com, and her Facebook page, Root Cause Healing for Women.